for most of you, I think you got it figured out by now. If you saw how I undid the other one and put the wire nuts on and all that, I've got my green wires. One of these is from the rod of the ceiling fan extension, and one of the other flexi green ones is from the actual metal box up here. I'm just going to take those and twist those together. See if I've got these routed properly. It looks like I do. I can just take the stiff copper wire. The bare copper wire is generally the ground, and so I've got those green wires. That's why I connected those two first. It makes it easier. And now I can put my wire nut on there. Get it snug as a bug in a rug. And I'll see if I have to reroute any of my wires. Like, I thought there was power there, but it was just the way I was pushing it up. It kind of hit my finger funny, and it almost felt like it shocked me, but it didn't. It was just inside my finger. Okay, so I can route this up here. Let's see how I'm going to kind of do this. So I got to make sure everything fits. I may have to reposition these wires afterwards, you know. So I got my stiff white wire that came from the ceiling on down. I've got my little white wire on the back side. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. Don't just willy-nilly, oh yeah, white to white, and then all of a sudden, oh, oops, I forgot. I thought that wire was coming from there, but I just wasn't careful enough, because if you don't hook this up right, obviously it's not going to work, is it? Okay, now I got my black. The black, I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's only so much I can do. You get the idea here. Put my wire nut here. Hang on to those wires and make sure they get up in there nice and snug. When you think they're tight, give it one more little oomph and kind of pull on the wire and make sure that nothing's going to come off, okay? That's going to fit rather nicely. Now we do the same thing with these. Black to black, white to white. And I've got a dark blue to blue here, light and light. And usually on the lights, they're marked. And make sure you take a quick look at that so you know what you're doing. We're going to put wire nuts on those now. Hey, what movie was that from? Heaven Can Wait. Have you ever watched that movie? Oh, that was a good one. Years ago. Okay, white to white. And if you want, you can take these and twist them together. You know, before you put the wire nut on. Just kind of helps hold them a little bit. I've got some really small little wire nuts here. And those will do. It came with the unit. And make sure you don't get these mixed up. This one's a dark blue and this is a black. And the blue almost looks like a black. So, got to look at that twice. So you could hold both of the stranded wires up together. If you, on the ends, if you have all these stranded wires going willy-nilly, just kind of twist them together. You could hold both of those up there like that and then do the wire nut. But I like to, I got both wires are stranded wires. I like to kind of just put them together like that first. And then put the wire nut on there. Okay. That. Now I got the black one. I've already got the wires, the tips twisted like that. I twist them like that, and then I hold that and just twist it together. I don't want those too long either, especially if you're using small little wire nuts, because you want the wire nut to cover the end of the wire. If you think it's not going to cover, you can cut your wires just a hair shorter. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to have to hold my mouth just right and maybe readjust these wires, because this housing piece has to fit up in there, right? This one fits a little bit different. I got two little screws right there, so I'm going to kind of look at that, maybe have to redirect these wires. I might have to hook them over this way like that. That'll probably work. And they're flexible wires. You should be able to get them up in there. Okay. That's pretty much it. I'll put this housing on and show you how that works. Just for a refresher, you can do it. If I can do it, of course you can do it.